enthusiasm that came from understanding who God was in his life. It was that living in God on a daily basis, understanding the power, understanding the knowledge of God that made a difference in his life. Now, you know the rest of the story. In 1 Samuel 17, it says David goes out in the battle, slinging the stone, reaching into his bag, taking out a stone. He slung it, struck the Philistine on the forehead, and the stone sank into the Goliath's forehead, and he fell face down. That one act, that one bit of courage, enthusiasm, whatever you want to call it, changed everything. Goliath went down, and what did the rest of the Philistines do? Whew, gone. You know, and it invoked not only excitement and encouragement, but also enthusiasm around him. Goliath was dead. The enemy was defeated. David didn't adjust to the environment around him. He didn't give in to his fear. He was the thermostat. Change the environment. You know, you and I have opportunity, brothers and sisters, to change the environment. We have changed to be that. We have opportunity to be the thermostat that changes the temperature around us, that changes the negativity around, that changes the challenge around us. As David rushed forward, he trusted God to go into that battle because he had spent time living in God. You know, it may have looked, I mean, when you look at that story from the surface, you may think, well, gosh, I don't know how old David was, maybe 16, 17, 18 years old probably at the most. Kind of seemed kind of cocky, didn't it, to say, hey, I'm going to go up against this guy. You know, and remember the story, the king wanted to outfit him in the armor and think, well, he was too small for that. I don't need any of that. You know, he was going in with the confidence that God was going to take care of him. And part of that was because of his time spent with the sheep. And you think, well, what would sheep teach him? Well, they taught him patience. They taught him to handle challenges in his life. But in that process, he was also spending time with God. He was praying. He was talking with God. He was writing. He was singing. He was spending that time in that daily relationship